Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, going to do something different. I'm going to take a break from the Mickey Mouse Club and friends, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, going to do something. There we go. Okay, so tonight, I noticed that Medicure was talking about this particular game that's gotten into a bit of controversy. I'm not really going to get into controversy much. I'll just briefly gloss over it. Apparently, there is some TERFs, as you will, or rather, no. Let me just start from the beginning. There was a game made by made using RPG Maker. Apparently, it took some inspiration from Pokemon, some other and Final Fantasy and other elements like that. Came out with it, developed it using RPG Maker. Apparently, the two developers. I don't know if there's just two developers. There's at least one developer, one artist, and apparently that they're based lesbian girlfriends, apparently. Which, okay, yeah, I'm rolling my eyes at that one. But apparently they went ahead and they decided to own some liberals. They made a very reasonable statement. They basically said that trans women can't be women, they can't be lesbians, and they're just men. They're dudes in dresses, basically. Of course, there is a bit more nuance, and I'm just giving the broad strokes version of it. But essentially, yeah, they think the whole transgenderism thing is bullshit. So a lot of people have given opinions on the game based on this or that. A bunch of SJWs from Reset Era has decided to boycott it, and a bunch of people who don't anti-SJWs have decided to just to outright spite buy the game. In fact, Medicure himself. I would give him more shit for this, but he was just flat out honest with his opinion on it. He flat out said that he would never find a game like this interesting, and he wouldn't be interested in playing it. I've played games like this before on Steam and stuff with hit or miss results. They're not as good as other RPGs I've played in the past, but they were alright. So I think this one might be good. It might not be. Just going to try it out and see where it goes. Okay, so enough about that nonsense. Let's just get right into it. Right now, I'm at the title screen. I'm just going to go into this thing raw. I haven't really done any much research on it. The only thing is I've read up on it is apparently it's the world is based on some sort of Pokemon type setting. Apparently, there is this race of creatures that reminds me of those Final Fantasy minions. So other than that, I don't know what it is. I'm imagining it's a turn-based RPG. That's what I'm expecting anyway. And I imagine that, given that there was a soundtrack released with the game, that there was particular emphasis on making their own music. And I also expect the art to be good, given they had hired an artist to independently make it. I have the sound turned off simply because I found this title screen music repetitive. I'm just going to turn that on. By the way, in case anyone's listening and they have any sound issues whatsoever, let me know. I'll fix them straight away. All right, with that said, let me just turn on the music here. Yeah, as you can, this just plays a few notes so far. It's not a bad tune, it's just that it plays itself over and over again, so I decided not to have it on at first. Alright, I'm just going to leave it at 20%. I might raise the volume later on. Hopefully the game will allow me to do that. And since this is the first time I'm going to be playing this, new game. And yes, Victorian Greyjoy, I did get the 41% deal. Alright, select message box color, keep it plain simple. Is this okay? Yes. Do you want text sounds? Keep them on. Select the difficulty mode. I'm going to go for normal. Normally, a lot of times I like to pick hard. You know what? Screw it. We're going to go into the... in this case... Actually, no. I'm going to resist the urge to do that. Normally, when I play games, I like to set it to the hardest setting or the near hardest setting. In this case, I'm just going to pick normal because I think most people are going to pick that, and that's probably the intended difficulty level the developers wanted, with easy and hard serving as alternate modes. So let's go with normal. Are you sure? Yes. In this world roam both humans and Mogwai. one born of the stars, one born from the earth. Two forces fought to stake claim of the land until a human ambassador stepped forth. The Mogwai, moved by kindness, agreed to compromise with the humans. Since then, Mogwai sought for distinct humans, akin to the old ambassador, to become conjurers. A conjurer and their Mogwai partner. Can this camaraderie withstand the test of time? Eve? Are you alright? This is way too much inventory. My arms are super numb. Okay, this is a character called Klein, apparently. I offered to help, you know. Ah, Klein, you don't have to. I can't rely on you for everything. And yet, here we are. Besides, you're so tiny. These boxes would straight up smash you. Humph. Is that what you think? Just saying. Ahem. Come on now. Let us focus on more important matters. Your grandfather wrote you up a shopping list. Here you go. Take care not to wrinkle it. Okay, rather cute. Right, the shelving repairs, huh? That's not so bad. We can get all this stuff down, south at Solberg. Yes, right past Corona Woods. I wonder if it's safe today. I just hope you haven't forgotten your combat training. It's only a short walk down, but we should be wary all the same. Aw, you worry too much, Clean. Sorry, you know how ferals can get, especially up here in the mountains. It's okay, it should be no problem with the both of us together. Alright, let us make haste then. Clean joined the party. Okay. Wow, you got all that junk cleared so fast. You're really something, Clean. Huff, huff. You're quite welcome, Eve. Don't know why I even offered my room up as the store's storage closet. Oh well. You can't remedy clutter with more clutter. I guess it doesn't matter now. What was that? Doesn't matter. Meow? I said now. Humph. Humbug, Eve. We have no time for such foolishness. We must do this quick. We wouldn't want to get caught in the woods for too long. I was just wearing a coat. It's brisk out. I've already gone ahead and prepared one of you by the shirt rack. Sorry, I misread that. I've already gone ahead and prepared one for you by the shirt rack. If you get confused or lost, press chatter on the menu to talk to me. Heh, thanks, Clean. I'd be lost without you. Worry not, it's my duty to serve after all. Wait, hold on, a text? It looks like it's a countrywide alert. Don't get distracted now. You can check that mail through the menu later. Alright, quit tugging at my skirt. Those claws are crazy sharp, you know. Okay, so I am really getting a vibe of a mixture between Final Fantasy and Pokemon for sure, 100% here. Like, there is combinations of both, but I shouldn't emphasize that while I've played several of the Pokemon games, Final Fantasy was never really my thing. I know a lot about the Final Fantasy series, but I should say know much of the Final Fantasy series. I don't know if I know a lot of it. But my knowledge of that is going to be limited. Alright. Controls seem relatively simple. Use the arrow keys to move, spacebar button to interact with shit. Your favorite show, Dribble Dunking, is on. Better get going. This is Clean's bed. The blanket is a bit worn from the kneeing with her paws. Okay. The bass is set to highest setting, so it would be wise not to turn this on. Alright, this mostly seems useless. Let's see if there's anything in the trash. There are crumpled doodles of weird lucha outfits in here. Okay. Yes, we're good to go. Did you bring your staff as well? You won't be able to fend off feral Mogwai without it. I have it right here. Yep. Keep it safe. You know it belonged to your great-grandmother. Heh, I'd be hard to lose this thing. It's pretty huge, Clean. Right now, right. I suppose it is. Well, don't forget to tell your grandfather goodbye, Eve. It's only polite. Oh, I almost forgot. If you want me to lead, just press Q. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so just going over some, tactical stuff. Eve's comic collection and figures of her favorite wrestlers adorn on the shelves. They're well taken care of, so there's not even any dust. This lamp has a few claw marks on it. How did these get here? Just a couple of issues of Lucha Libre magazines on the floor. Okay, I'm having a strong feeling and vibe that she's going to be a fighter class of some sort. I don't get all the wrestling references. It's kind of confusing. Just a box of old things. Alright, we already saw that one. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to click every single thing. I'm just going to go ahead and play through at least the early stages of the game, and then probably close this off after an hour's passed. Maybe less. Okay, yep, this is the store that she mentioned before. Let's talk to this guy. Good morning, user Eve. You are not scheduled to work today. Sources tell me non-work days are for relaxing. I love you. Okay. Hey Gramps, we're leaving. We'll try to be back before sundown. File awake, huh? Alright, you have the item list with you. Yep, all accounted for. Is it really alright to have you going off on your own? The woods can be real dangerous for a child like you, Eve. Ahem. Eve is 22, with a job. Here. Hey, yes. Oh, right. My grandkid's grown up so fast. Well, if you're heading out there, here, take some of these. Thanks, Gramps. Fresh cupcakes this time. That's free for now, but don't you think I'm going easy on you just because you're my grandkid. Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting grandkid perks. When your work ethic gets better, maybe then. Make sure to take care of her, Clean. Of course, it is my sworn duty to keep Eve safe. You better. I promised her mother I'd keep her out of trouble and harm's way. But, as always, that's proven to be quite a challenge, eh? We'll be okay this time, I promise. Now let's get out of here, Clean. Stay safe, you hear? No more petting strange dogs. I mean that. Okay. Alright. So it seems like they have some detailed story elements like the game promised on the Steam page, so that's all there. It does look like they put a level of detail into this. Let me see what if I can access the inventory. Okay, so the switching between characters thing works. Items, question mark. Oh, the mail. Infected Mogwai have been reportedly spotted with red eyes. By the way, is Mogwai a reference to the Gremlins? I could swear it is. Like, when I first read that, like, reading the description of the game, that's what the first thing that came to mind. I don't know if that's where the lore's going with... I don't know if that's intentional or not. Also, hang on a second. With red eyes. All right. If it turns out that they have scaled skin or whatever, then yeah, this is definitely a reference, like a very overt reference to Gremlins. Eve, right? The local conjurer? My, how you've grown. Must be tough dealing with ferals. At least your cute Mogwai can lend you magic. Though, to be fair, who even uses magic nowadays? Robits are far more reliable. Don't let anyone get you down. I still think it's weird that Mogs are such emotional creatures. Even sometimes, like heartache, can make them act funny, like attacking whoever. They can even get so fascinated by their own friends that they have attacked them too. Gotta be careful, Eve. These critters are slaves to their feelings. Okay, so it seems like every single NPC is modeled after the Pokemon NPCs. Which, well, that's all. I don't know. I think that's kind of lazy. I just don't. I don't know. It just seems I like the characters to be a little bit more involved in that, to be honest. But whatever. I'm probably giving the game too much flack there. Simply because they have other developed characters in there already established, so that's more than Pokemon ever offered, so I can't hamper on them because there's one or two of them that are just gonna recite the same useless lines over and over. Alright, so let's just get out of here and see if we can get some combat in this, because this is kind of boring. Nope, can't leave that way, at least not yet. Something over here. A Pokemon with Cut could cut down this tree. Corona Woods. Huh? Is that a Feral Mogwai? Why? What's it doing so close to Sunswitch? Does it want something? Eve, watch out! Hey, it took our stuff. The cupcakes. We can't let this thief go. Come, Eve, we must teach it a lesson. Oh, okay. I know it's been a while since our last battle, so let's brush up on things again, shall we? Pulse refers to your willpower to fight. Without Pulse. Okay, so he's just going to talk about explain through the mechanics of the game and stuff like that. Which is useful, but I'm not going to read every single text. It's just going to be annoying. Beat is the magic flowing through you, so I guess HP and MP. And most importantly, there is Heart. Huh. Beat, Heart, Beat? Oh, is that name drop? Heart is unique to conjurers like you. A conjurer, you can read a Mogwai's heart with ease. Casting Heart will require this specific skill. Heart is a pact magic. It is our resolve as partners. Now then, let us begin. First, just guard. What will you do? Fight or escape? Fight. Guard. Guard. See? Fighting defensively is still fighting. As long as we fight on, our hearts will flourish. Attacking, of course, has the same effect. Now, I will seal your defensive tactics. You will be left vulnerable, but trust me, go ahead and attack with all your might. Let's fight, attack, and we'll just beat the shit out of this thing. Very good. Now I'll unseal our magic. As a light Mogwai, I specialize in healing. If you need my support, direct me to your aid. As a conjurer, it is your duty to lead us in battle. No matter what you choose, my heart beats with yours. Oh, that is so cheesy. I mean, it's adorable, but it's so cheesy. Huh? It transformed? Tisk, this one's simply taunting us, Eve. Let's go back to heart magic. It's the key to unlocking your strongest spells. Humans come in different magical flavors, but Conjurers are the only humans who can sync with heart with Mogs. Now, I have an item with me that can heal heart. We will heal together as our hearts beat as one. Let's try this now. I'll seal everything but magic. Believe in yourself and follow your heart, Eve. Now, what do we do? Fight or escape? Let's fight. Attack, tempo, guard. Do that. Wait. Okay, so you can right-click to go back in space. It's a pretty good control scheme. Reflexes, no knockouts. I'll try this. Wonderful work, Eve, as expected of my conjurer. As you know, ferals can attack humans anytime. Us Mogwai are creatures of emotion, after all. Simple words and reason are ignored by angry Mogwai, and thus, at times, using force is necessary. Mogwai do not stop fighting until one gives up. Okay, not bad. Such a rush! I haven't fought in a long time. Are you alright, Eve? We should have done stretch exercises before proceeding. No, it's not that. I just feel kind of bad for it. Don't feel so glum. You know what that does to me. Besides, that was a feral Mogwai. Would you rather have it attack a villager? I guess not. It's your duty as a conjurer, after all. You must defend your town. That's true, but do we really have to hurt him like that? Us Mogwai are hardy. It'll take more than a brief spar to hurt us. Think of it like those human wrestling matches you fancy on the glowing box at home. Heh, you're right. Okay, I'll keep my chin up. Save to which file? File 1, done. Okay, so one thing I do like about this game is that it is innovative in its sense that it essentially is borrowing a lot from Pokemon, but it is changing things up a bit by having, I guess, the equivalent of your trainer. No, let's just call it what it is. Taking the trainer character and putting them right into the action directly, and having them more involved in the actual combat. Which actually, in a lot of ways, actually makes a lot of sense as an evolution, I guess, of being innovative from the source material. So I gotta give the creators props for that. I'll have to look up to see if it's just... What will you do? Fight or escape? Let's fight him. Okay. Wait, bonk? No, I don't think I'll be doing that tempo. I don't have enough of that yet. Just gonna move guard. Continue to fight. Let's try bonking this thing, and you can swipe that thing too. That did a lot, but wasn't enough to take him out. This should be the end of it. Okay. Cluck! I'm just a normal chicken, I swear. Huh. That's a weird thing to put in randomly there. In the middle of a very hostile area of a swarm. So everybody can initiate an attack with it? It must be important later. Let me try killing this thing. What will you do? Fight. I do wish that the action here was like some sort of attack other than bonk. It just seems a little bit silly to have that there. Like thrust, hit, strike, parry. Lots of different verbs. I don't know why they went with bonk other than... I guess it's cute. Let's go attempt... Oh, I can't do that just yet. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, so your heart meter actually, while it does increase in battle, it actually stays with you. Okay, so we can just kill these things right away. Galaxy spin move. Okay, I'm confused. I must have missed something here. Just try killing that thing as soon as possible. Hang on a second. That's not good. That's not good either. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Well, so playthrough this was, I think I'm gonna die. I think the adventure's over right away. You've lost all hope. Game over. Alright. Let's try continuing. I'm only gonna continue for a bit further. Okay, that's also a neat little feature. If you click and move, you can go someplace. You can rush quickly someplace else, which is, I guess, nifty. All right, so it actually reminds me of another thing taken from Final Fantasy, where death means you basically lose all your data from the previous save point. Alright, I'm just gonna do one more battle, and I think I'm just gonna wrap this up because I'm not gonna, because it's late and. Okay, so one thing that's very clear is you can't just spam your spells or abilities, because MP is going to be limited in this game. So it's not like all the villains are going to be pushovers in normal mode. If you're impatient, press W while people are talking. Okay, I'm going to try this one again. Actually, how do I save? Solberg is just south of here. Let's make haste, Eve. We're supposed to get Grant's package, not fish, remember? Right. Though, we should pocket a bit of money from Ferals, just in case. For fish? Man, where do Ferals even get all this money anyway? Ah, they're just leftover currency from days when humans revered us. Strange times. I'd have appreciated fish as an offering more than money, but money can always buy fish. That's, again, not a bad little thing. Okay, so I'm just going to save here. Let's try that again. Alright, so I don't really have much more thoughts on that tonight, because A, I'm tired, and I just can't stay up like I used to anymore. Wish I could, though. Also, I must have zoned out for a second, because I completely missed the difference between heart and beat there. I thought they were interconnected, or they're not working the way I thought they were. Alright, changed my mind. One more. And then I'm out. Dang, this fight is not easy. Okay. This one, and you, I want you to guard your attack, and I want you to guard. Dang, I hope it revives after this fight. Okay, so that didn't work either. At least I saved. Alright, like I said, I'm just gonna stop here. Am I gonna play this game again? Yeah, probably will. Might not probably won't live stream it. It actually isn't that bad. It has a very cute aesthetic to it. It's definitely very it's not actually a bad game, I don't think. So if Jim's just gonna recommend this blindly, he's not exactly off. He's not exactly. Incidentally, it might actually be a good game on top of pissing off certain people that are pretty hilarious to mess with. I think I should just give a few more thoughts about this, because this has been like... Because there was a... There we go. Alright, so there is a few more thoughts about this whole spite buying thing that's just been going through my mind about this. I don't get what kind of world we're living in, where basically we're basically saying that we're going to go ahead and draw a line in the sand when it comes to degeneracy. But the whole trans issues thing, trannies are degenerate men. They're not really women. They're just LARPing as such. They're disgusting, and they shouldn't be calling themselves women and pretending that they're lesbians because they find one another attractive. I mean, I agree with all those things. Like, honestly, I read that rant. I don't disagree with what that artist had said. I don't. Like, she was on the money there. But there's a problem, though. There's a problem in that these two women are also lesbians and in a homosexual relationship. And it strikes me as odd that we're going to take a stance against degeneracy. Like, we're going to tell people that, oh, well, there's a certain... When it comes to your sex, that's not something you can determine for yourself. That's not something you can go ahead and make up your own mind about. But when it comes to the activity, you can do whatever you want. I'm sorry, that's just not acceptable to me. I don't get why the standard is going to be... Why we're going to go ahead and praise based lesbians and defend their idea that their lifestyle is acceptable just because it makes other people mad. I mean, I get it to a degree. The people at Reset Era were really treating the devs like shit. I get that. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous that they go ahead and just say, we gotta boycott the entire game now and make sure that they don't get any money off of it. I mean, I don't agree with the devs' behavior either, but I don't have any problem buying it, seeing what the game's about myself. So, in that sense, I get that, but I don't know. It's just listening to the commentary of some of the people that have been talking about this. Like, oh, we're going to be this edgy kind of, we're going to oppose this do whatever you wantism mentality in society. And just go ahead and say, but at the same time, though, we're just gonna go after the easy targets. We're not actually gonna like say that sexual hedonism is wrong. We're just gonna go after the people that are the easiest to make fun of. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe I should just be laughing at the Reset Era forums. Which, go ahead, check them out yourself. It's hilarious. They're basically banning people for saying that men can't get pregnant. and other things like that. But at the same time, though, I mean, I just don't get like where people are coming from when it comes to this sort of thing. I guess they just see an opportunity where something's funny to them, and then that's it. Just a surface level kind of, hey, that person, they're getting dunked on. Let's just join in. I don't know. But anyway, would I recommend getting this game? I can't really give a full recommendation yet. I've only played about 30 minutes of it. It looks cute. It looks adorable. I'll probably enjoy it if I played a bit more. I might not. I'm not sure at this point. But if from what you saw of the gameplay footage, this kind of game interests you, go ahead and buy it. Don't really care if you buy it or not. I generally don't like the practice. By default, I don't like the practice of buying or not buying a product based on this or... Well, actually, let me rephrase it. I don't like the... by default, I don't like the idea of just supporting a creator, not because of anything the creator did, not based on the merits of the product, but because they're involved in one end of the controversy or another. And then people are like, oh, well, my politics or my principles say that I should go ahead and buy this game. It just kind of bugs me, because what happens then is you reward the developer for getting involved in controversy and not producing a good product, which hurts the game market overall. Just something to mull over, and I'm probably just meandering and rambling at this point, so it's a good point to just close it off. Anyway, that was Heartbeat. If you like the parts of it where I was playing the game, let me know if you'd like to see another video like this. This is kind of interesting. I don't know if I'll be streaming this game again. I might or might not. I'll probably just give some of my thoughts on the next stream I do, which will probably be about, again, the Mickey Mouse Club. Since the settlement for the... I don't want to get into that tonight. It's just a waste of my time. Alright. Y'all have a good night for any of you who are still listening. And I'll see you next time I go on. Peace out.